Tonight, we're getting a closer look at how North Carolina handles juvenile crime. CMPD has voiced concerns before about repeat offenders getting released instead of being held in detention. So how does the entire process work? We turn now to WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre in West Charlotte for us. Jesse, you spoke to experts to find out more who say detention is not the only answer.
Exactly. Some experts say that in some cases detention is the best and safest option for some repeat offenders, but sometimes it's about figuring out what got them there in the first place.
Juvenile detention is a temporary placement while a kid is either awaiting trial.
When a juvenile is arrested, police can request a secured custody order to keep that teen in detention while waiting for trial, but the decision is ultimately up to the judge. Deputy Secretary William Lassiter with the Division of the Juvenile Justice says the system weighs several factors like, is a youth a threat to the public's safety? Do they have a serious criminal record? Or is another option more appropriate?
Juvenile detention is not the intervention that works for most kids. The intervention that works is addressing the root causes of those problems that drove them to the juvenile justice system to begin with.
Lassiter says real solutions start with resources, mental health support, substance abuse programs, or school remediation services. Matt Simon, the COO of New Hope Treatment, says trauma, poverty, abuse, and violence often shows up in childhood, but support often comes too late.
There's models out there that can intervene with kids and families at that age. We as a system tend to not get that worked up about something until they're teenagers and starting to get really in big trouble.
Simon says many of their juveniles' families need help too, and support should meet them where they are.
Research also shows that intervening with a family is a whole lot more effective actually inside that home, around that kitchen table, around that dining room table, in that bedroom where the fights actually happen.
He wants people to know not all healing looks the same.
And not everybody who's been through hard things needs to go see a therapist. Their form of therapy might be a positive pro-social activity. It might be a youth group. It might be the YMCA.
Now, Lassiter says they are constantly reviewing screening tools to make sure the right kids are being held. And he emphasizes that just because some secured custody orders are not granted doesn't mean that the juvenile is not held accountable for their action. And he also adds that the most effective support sometimes may not come from a courtroom at all. Live in West Charlotte, Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Jesse, thank you.